Hey everybody, the Banga's back. Welcome to part 6 of Let's Play Oceanhorn, Monster of Uncharted Seas. Alright, this is actually Banga from the future, because for some reason OBS decided that my Yeti Nano was not connected. Even though I have changed no settings whatsoever, so this is all post-commentary until like the next half hour of the video. I'm not even kidding. So I'm heading over to what? Riptide Island or Riptide Reef or whatever it's called, because that's where you get the Coral Sword that I might need. And somewhere along the way, I triggered a cutscene, which happens automatically, by the way. And if you're wondering why I'm not showing it, is because my capture card decided to crash at that very moment. So I was very upset. That's the bad news. The good news is, you actually can rewatch cutscenes. You have to go to the pause menu to do it, but you can do it. So anyway, I'm back at Riptide Reef, because now that I have the trencher boots, I can jump across those gaps. By the way, those skeletons are still very annoying to fight. Unless you're just blocking prematurely. Which, depending on your point of view, is a good way to survive the internet. Of course, that also depends. If you're not a jerk. Oh yeah, I kind of cut out again. I forgot to edit that part out. Just ignore that. That's usually what I deal with once in a while. All I have to do is just hit deactivate on the device, and then reactivate it, and then it's back to normal. So we can just ignore that. I just forgot to edit that one part out. By the way, I still love the freeze magic for the fact that it can just destroy those ogres. Because usually they take a lot of hits with your regular sword. So anyway, I had to jump across here to get that bloodstone. I thought there was like a reason why that square pit was there, but nah, it's just there to be there. It doesn't do anything. I don't even know if you can fall in it. So I didn't even try. So it's a good thing I was picking up hearts, because the skeletons could really give you a hard time. Also, it turns out you can roll into those crates and you would get, like, an achievement for it. I think I got it when I was editing out more footage. But yeah, you'll get some extra experience just for doing that. For some reason, it didn't work the first time because I'm not correctly lined up with it. But it is what it is. So yeah, it was sometime when I was like watching a cutscene and wondering like why I didn't get any audio from my mic. It was when I was like shutting off the mic just to sneeze. And then I noticed that pickup in audio didn't even happen. Which normally does when I press the button on the Yeti Nano to, well, turn it off for something, including sneezing. That didn't show up. You know, when you do, like, Let's Plays for years, you're bound to run into a lot of technical bumbles. And that was one of them. Okay, so this puzzle over here, with my last ounce of strength, I set up trials for anyone to try to claim the Coral Saber for himself. Only a righteous warrior can get his hands on the legendary weapon, Thorn the Brave. Yes, only men can equip the Coral Saber, because this universe is behind on gender norms. But I remember, I think this was the puzzle that I spent way too much time on. Like, I couldn't figure this one out for the life of me. It involves these two statues over there, and you had to be so precise on how to get it to work. You also need bombs to get through the crates. I thought blowing all 6 of them up was a good idea. It turns out it wasn't. They bear the same armor and share the same vows, but in this cruel hour they are pushed to a duel. Pushed into a duel. Hint, hint. That means you have to push one of the statues, which is the one on top, and then line it up with there. Also, one thing that's a bit annoying is that when you're near a puzzle area, you hear that chime like da-da-da-da, but you hear it every single time you walk in that space. Even if you never technically left that space. Like that, see? And there, too. Maybe that's just like a hint that you have to solve a puzzle there, but hearing that every time is kind of annoying. But, yeah, I remember spending like maybe 5 to 10 minutes on this particular puzzle, having no clue what to do. Didn't even know that I needed the crates that I blew up, and it took me way too much time. It was ridiculous. So anyway, I had to look this up. It turns out you actually need this metal crate. That actually has a role in the puzzle, too. And I thought I screwed it up because it was flush against the wall, but then I realized there was that little corner over there that you could use. So you can push it there. And I remember filling in that gap. But even if I put the statue on top of it, I can't push it with the crates in the way. And because this area doesn't really have a lot of enemies, that means I couldn't get a lot of bombs. And I was easily just wasting too many of them. Yeah, like over here, see? Luckily, I could roll into that crate in the middle. And for some reason, I used a bomb. And for some reason, I threw it away, because if I didn't, I would die. So yeah, I actually did show the trophy. I thought I didn't, but turns out I did. And I remember just looking at that, just trying to map it out in my head, like how I'm gonna get that statue over there. And I'm thinking I had to roll into some more crates just to get over there. But I had to get back to where that northern statue was. Oh yeah, I remember what it was. I couldn't push it down, because then it'd be flush against the wall. So, this is one way you could do it. I don't think that was the only way you can get it through there, but that way worked for me, so I'm sticking to it. And that's how you open that gate. A little annoying to do it like that, but it is what it is. You really gotta put you to the test for that sword, right? This rune holds a secret deep under the spot where widows weep. A spot where widows weep? Well, if you look over to your right and go up the stairs, you will find a lone grave. And I believe you're supposed to, like, bomb it? But I think it took me a while to figure that out, that you actually did need a bomb. I thought there'd be something underneath. I thought you'd have to push the grave. I thought you had to do something nearby, like maybe there was a hole on that side of the island. But then I probably came to the realization that I did need a bomb. I don't know how long it took for me to come to that realization. I guess it was now. Oh, right, I remember now. I actually had no bombs. And I was trying to use this magic thinking it would drop some for me, and it never did. I had to literally go look for another enemy so I could get a bomb. Because I used it all in the last puzzle. So that means I had to go backtrack through part of the island to go look for a singular bomb. It's too bad you can't purchase any, like, bomb bag upgrades. No, you have to get them from levels. And there's no guarantee that your next level up will get you that. So I think it was this enemy, or was it the other skeleton that dropped a bomb for me? Luckily, I'm right in its blind spot. But then again, isn't every spot a blind spot when it comes to a skeleton? They don't have eyeballs anymore. Sometimes it makes you wonder how the hell they're able to see where they're going. I feel like there's like a lot of unanswered questions in logic when it comes to skeletons in video games alone. Turns out I got another trophy as well for blowing up so many spots. But anyway, we got that master key, so it's for that gate to the north. Which is great. What was I gonna say? I guess there wasn't much to say other than, you know, I was talking about skeletons all the time. See, this is why I don't like to do post-commentary. Because usually I have some of my ideas fresh in my head while I'm actually playing. Like afterwards, now I gotta look at it, it's like, oh, I did this? You have shown wisdom and power, but your final trial is still ahead of you. Attempt to pull the Coral Saber from Sealork's head. Only a true champion will succeed. I was thinking this was going to be a combat room, but it turns out all you had to do is just walk over there. It wasn't even a challenge or anything. Guess I was looking to see if there was a secret over there, but as soon as you walk over to that chest, it automatically pans over to you getting the sword. Excuse me. But anyway, the Coral Sword, or Coral Saber, like the actual name, is obviously a much better sword than the original one we had. I also find it funny we're still carrying the old one. I wonder what we ever did with it. Because you can't use it anymore. Oh, and I got 25 experience in that one chest. Awesome. Okay, I was just checking to see how close I was to a level. And there was another chest over here, and I got hit while I was opening it. And it gets you a heart piece. So that's pretty cool. And I got hit again. Like, those particular enemies are the worst. So I felt that that shot kind of curved to where I was. Like, it doesn't go completely straight on where you currently are at that time. Like, maybe they just leave their shots on, I don't know. But I don't like them. Also, I did cut out the fact that I got a trophy for swimming X amount of feet. So it was nice to get those out of the way. Also, I was nearly dead at that moment. Thank God the ogre killed the skeleton. Thank God I nearly survived that. Not that I've had a severe penalty if I died, but it's just a matter of pride, I guess. I don't know why you can land on that island if you can't really jump to the other side of it. See what I mean about me hating the skeletons in this game so much? Hope that I didn't catch my stomach gurgling. I only had some cereal earlier tonight. But anyway, I think what I did is I headed back to Tiggerel to go get the weather vane. But I remember seeing this target over there next to where you drop off the bloodstones. I didn't get to that chest before. So I think the next thing I did before I go grab the weather vane is go get that chest. And it's pretty easy to get once you have the boots. Here, take this. I picked up this beautiful stone for you. Kind of think of it, what was the stone? I didn't even see anything. Take her else full of secrets. I can see you're carrying a bow. I feel like I saw a target somewhere. Yeah, that was the one I already hit. So this one took me a couple tries to get to the chest. So I didn't even know you needed to hop from this ledge I was on. And I couldn't get back up unless I did the long way. Which kind of bites. You think you can just pull yourself up. Like, you're carrying a pretty good sword. Like, why not be able to pull yourself up from a ledge that's not even that tall? But, video game logic, I guess. What more can you do? Other than just accept it. So yeah, you had to jump from that ledge over there. And that gives you 250 experience, so that helped me level up to Voyager. Jumping and rolling now consumes less stamina, and your items have been refilled. Cool. And that's pretty much an issue so far. The stamina runs out real fast. Also, turns out I was one heart piece away from getting a full container. But I don't have enough money to get the full container there. Spent a good bit of it on the radar. So yeah, if you want the weather vane that you need to bring to Hermit Island, just get it from that rooftop. Now, you have to be careful with it because it does break. I learned that the hard way. I made it to the Hermit, initially. And then, when I saw an enemy in my way, I actually threw it at the enemy, and the weather vane broke. Then I had to go back to Tikkerel to get another one. I felt so stupid. Excellent! You managed to gather all the supplies we need. Now drag your boat over here. Yes, you heard me. You're ready to go. So yeah, you need to gather all 4 of these things just to make it to the Sky Island. So when I first saw this, I thought that was pretty cool. That he was able to make a balloon out of those 4 objects. Which is kind of nuts. And also nuts that it actually works. Like, I was pretty happy to see this because I thought we had an airship. Like, now you don't have to worry about sailing. Now you can just, like, float up into the air to get from point A to point B. I thought that was pretty cool. Usually a lot of games, after a while, they let you have airship access. It's just a nice trope from RPGs. Even though this is not an RPG. I guess it's kind of an action RPG. To an extent. It does have a leveling up system. And then we had an issue with the ship, and then we crashed into the island. But thankfully we landed right on it.
When I was a lad, I met a girl who said she had fallen from the sky. Mary. I always called her the Princess of the Sky. She said she had lost her memory, but whenever she looked at that island in the sky, I could see a longing in her eyes. Did she really come from the sky?
Yeah, our dad really said the word sky a lot. Okay, so I thought you could do something with those telescopes, but unfortunately you cannot. But I think there are some telescopes you can interact with. You just have to look for them. Okay, there was a chest over there. I wonder how you get that. That'll probably be coming up soon. In any case, we just gotta do some more exploring. So get used to this place, because unfortunately you won't be able to leave for a while. Also, that statue does not move. It's just there. I was just checking each telescope to see what one actually can be used. And that one on the right can. Wow, you can see your home island from here. There's your house and the swimming spot where you used to go. With your dad. So there, we got a new island available. You know, once we can actually sail again. And for some reason, I had some frame skips right there, but thankfully I was still in the same spot. Like, I don't know what caused that. But in any case, we can't do anything about that, that Beamos lookalike. And then it happened again. I'm just wondering if it's not my Elgato. Maybe it's just like the USBs on my computer that have been on the fritz, you know, lately. Hopefully that's not the case. Also, those machines you can, like, spin and then not spin. I was just thinking, is there a purpose to having them all activated or deactivated? Pretty sure I didn't find it out in this episode. I think that was just there for show. It took me a while before I eventually found out there was a rock down there that you can blow up. Because I couldn't do anything with that block over there. Yeah, because I need to get to the other side of that. Okay, I think it was around that time I found out you could blow that up. Which does lead to a bloodstone, by the way. So I might as well go get it. And that was around the time that I figured out that the Coral Saber actually harvests bloodstones faster. So that was a relief. Did not hit it that many times to get through. So I think it took me another while to figure out where I actually am supposed to go. Like, was it over here? No, because that was sending me backwards. But anyway, the music here is actually really nice. Which I can't be surprised. Like, Nobuo Uematsu involved in the music, of course you're gonna get a kick-ass score. Now, I thought you actually had to shoot an arrow into that statue, because it looked like a target, but it wasn't. And I kind of figured that I wasn't missing, because the targets or the arrows, rather, are usually much better for, like, hitting small targets. They have, like, a little bit of, you know, aim assist, I guess you could say. Which I do appreciate because, you know, having almost 360-degree movement to shoot an arrow, not exactly the best. But what can you do, right? It's not like it's gonna be completely like Zelda. Zelda, where you have, like, first-person aiming. So I think I eventually was a minute away from figuring out where I was supposed to go. I was thinking I needed the barrel for something, such as getting over to that chest. So I know it can't use the barrel for taking out the laser statue. And I kept thinking there was a way to get across, like maybe use the barrel, maybe just hop on it. But I think I just gave up on it. And that's probably when I figured out there was a target right there. So that should help me get through. Like that, see? So yeah, you can definitely figure your way out around so much of this game, but you really have to look. This game can really punish you if you're just not paying attention. I found that out many times lately. Like, even in the early stages, you can run into that kind of trouble. Alright, so there is a village on the other side of this island, and I think that will be the point where I realized my mic was not on. So it's not going to be all post-com, thankfully. Just for another several minutes. So this statue actually gives you a nice chunk of experience and a lot of coins if it drops coins. And thankfully it's also very easy. Just gotta keep strafing it. If you played a lot of Dark Souls, you definitely understand this strat. Like, if it drops coins, you can get up to 50. So I think after this video, I used that spot to, like, farm for more money. And it was actually a really good spot. If the enemy is there. Like, pretty much all the enemies here drop more coins than, like, one. Which is very refreshing. Alright, so this cave over here, you don't have to go in from that way, but you have to use it from the other side. More on that later. I think after a while I realized that this is not where I was supposed to go, so then I just left. Well, I shouldn't be too forgetful on what I did, because I did record the episode this day. Like, I recorded it in the morning, and now doing the post-com at night. So I was too busy doing other things at that time. Also figuring out how I was going to do the post-com, and then I looked at Vegas actually had that feature. So you can actually do some recording, like, pretty much while you're watching the video track, which is cool. So I don't have to use Audacity. Good. I try to rely on Audacity less. If you hear clicking, I was just texting someone. Maybe I should turn that down, so it doesn't make too much noise. Oh, there we go. It might have just vibrated a little bit. Yep, there's the village right over there. Ark! Who on earth are you? I guess if you're just like in an isolated island the whole time, you get a little cranky. So maybe I could understand how he felt. Hey, also, there was a shop right there. So all the things that you could buy normally, like in the other shops, you can get them here too. So that's pretty cool. Just hang around there, get your money, you can go buy that heart. Bob's your uncle. What a menacing looking old fortress. What could be in there? Oh gee, I wonder. Couldn't possibly be the magic that I got. That I needed to enter a place that got me more magic. Did you come here from the land beneath? You should see Grandmaster Ludwig. He is in the Grandmaster's study. Imagine, a Grandmaster in a Grandmaster's study. Look familiar, but that's impossible. I wonder why that is. You'll find out why in a moment. Grand Core was the mighty power source of ancient Arcadia. It used to be interconnected to all islands under the Arcadian Empire. Communication, machines, everything worked through Grand Core. Because of Grand Core, we have access to old archives, and we can even use some of its computing power. Too bad nobody can understand the code. I mean, most of the time I can understand code, unless it's Java. That was probably one of my weakest programming languages in college. Like, I was good with VBA, I was good with COBOL, MSSQL I did, Java I did, but I wasn't a fan of Java. Oh, cutscene time.
So I lived to see the day. The daring youngster with a flying machine. I am Arcadian Grandmaster Ludwig. Welcome to Sky Island. We are all descendants of Arcadians. Triloth, the dark energy of creation, lifted this mass of land and separated us from the surface 1,000 years ago. You are seeking the emblem of sun.
I accidentally hit start because that's when I noticed my mic wasn't
Every year,
working.
a young maiden was chosen to represent Sol, goddess of light. She was given the emblem of sun, and she would give joy to our people. 20 years ago, we faced a horrible tragedy. A scholar studying the Arcadian code went mad. He said he had listened to a ghost in the machine that had promised to bring Sky Island back to the ground. All he needed was the emblem of sun. In our despair, we believed the promises. Nobody knows what happened to her.
the emblem of sun, was lost ever since. With your airship broken, there's no way to go back to the ground now. But don't worry, you'll get used to living here after a while.
Hello everybody, Banga in the current moment here. I just realized that for some reason, my mic was took off OBS. Just inexplicably removed. Like, I had to turn off the mic because I needed to sneeze, and I noticed that the green bar wasn't moving. It's like, why is that? Lo and behold, for some reason, when I went into settings, there was no microphone whatsoever, even though I clearly didn't change anything. Like, why? That was stupid. In any case, let's find out where the treasure is. We sky people follow the events of the surface with telescopes, and we write down everything we see. We have dedicated our lives to marking down the history of the kingdom, before and after the catastrophe. Feel free to look through our archives. Users are forbidden magic. This is a book about Mesmeroth and his forbidden magic. It seems that he wasn't a very likable person. I mean, with a name like Mesmeroth, how are you likable? That just comes with the territory nowadays. We have tried to get down to land without success. The only way to do that is to shut down the Terramite engine in the island core called Grand Core. Unfortunately, the entrance to the island core is shut. If only we had bombs. Caverns on our island reach far and deep. We could plant a bomb by the cables under the island core entrance. Yes, yes. It could work. Should I try it? One of my ancestors was there when Mesmeroth sailed to Arcadia, carrying Trilith. We had our best defense waiting for him. 3 magnificent machines, living fortresses called Oceanhorn, Sealork, and Everturso. But it was all in vain. In a blink of an eye, Trilith expanded, eating all the light in its path. After that morning, Arcadia only existed in our memories and dreams. Our protectors, the living fortresses, got corrupted by Trilith and started seeking their lost masters. For years, we followed events on the surface, but we never saw any sign of Mesmeroth. It is likely that he got killed in the catastrophe himself. Grand Core was controlled with sacred emblems. We might not be able to turn it off, even if we got inside. But we have to have faith. But this is hard for a scientist. Oh god, there's more books? Archimedes, a great inventor. This is a book about Archimedes. It tells many engaging stories about his discovery of Terramite and the creation of living fortresses. Oh wow, there's an achievement for it. Chronological Events, Volume 2857. On the 3rd of summer, a scholar witnessed a historical moment. An Auru, wielding a red sword, confronted the living fortress Sealork on Riptide Reef. The battle lasted for hours, and our people gathered to follow it with their telescopes. Sealork rushed into the final attack, splitting laser and grenades from its guts. But the wounded Auru still had courage in him. He dodged the attack and lunged his red sword into Sealork's head. Cool. That sounds metal. Oh, what if I just bring this back? Nope, that didn't do it. There has to be something that would activate the treasure. Ah, an outsider. Fascinating, but I'm more interested in machines. You probably saw the metal gate on your way here. That gate leads to the island core and to a machine responsible for keeping this island afloat. We've been trying to turn it off for hundreds of years. Scientists like me have lost their minds in solving the ancient Arcadian code. So far, we haven't been able to enter the island core. The entrance is shut tight. You just hit it? Okay, so I guess you have to hit all of these to open the gate. Huh? Oh! I was just supposed to stand in front of it and just tap X immediately. Well, I got the key. So now I should see what's up here. Hello. We know a lot about the lands below. Oh, yes we do. Okay, can I look? No? Okay. Cool. Everyone has heard the story of the girl who got away. I wish I could be like her. Just soar down to the adventures below. I wonder what happened to her. Ask the scholar, he probably knows. Or Ludwig. That must be the infamous graveyard island on the horizon. Yeah, if only I could go there. But there's nothing I can do. Listen, they're not telling you the whole truth. There is a way to get out of here. Find a key hidden in the Grandmaster's study that is used to enter the caverns nearby. Go to the far end of the cave and meet me there. If you need a hint, find the red book in the nearby house, or read it. Well, I already got the key. I guess I'll just follow you. What? Just like that, he disappeared. That was weird. So we'll just go to the nearby caves? Is that it? Uh-oh, this guy's back. At least it's easy to fight, just a little tedious. Can't get more than one hit at a time nowadays. Okay, never mind. That time it was just slower to turn. Can I blow up any of these? That one. Cool. It brought me a statue. What does it do? Can't push it anyway. At least I know where to go. You again? Well, you help with level up, so I guess I can waste a little bit of time fighting you. Good one. Is it just this one? Awesome. You know, honestly, this video has not been going awesome. Not only did I have some capture card issues that caused me to lose out on watching a cutscene that could have been important, but then my mic just wasn't working, and I didn't even know. Like, OBS just decided, nope, I'm just not going to tell you that it's not on. Even though I changed no settings whatsoever. What a miserable go this has been. And it's too bad, because it's happening during a game like this that I'm really enjoying. All that for 10 bombs. Oh! That one dropped 6 coins for me. Please, I could use some more. Shut it off. Now what? Do I have to turn the flames off? Could that be it? No! Not you! Doesn't work. Now what? Don't blow that up. What's the clue here? Is the statue? No. Could it be the telescope? There's no hint. This one just puts you in the dark, literally. What do I do now? Was there something over here? Oh, you just had to push the statue. That one was pretty cryptic. How would you think to do that? Especially when there were so many statues that didn't even need to be pushed on this island. Alright, we keep moving. What happens if I throw the bomb? That does not shut them down. Nope. I guess I have to hit them with the sword. Can this get blown up? It better. Not exactly a tough puzzle. Just push blocks on buttons. And that was it. Okay, now we can get across. Are you kidding me? You couldn't make it so I can just use my sword to break the pots. That better not be something you have to learn on a late level up. Just getting the coral sword should be enough. What now?
Ah, you're right here. Yes, this is the place. You see the machinery up there, up the stairs? Throw your bomb right there.
Your mother's necklace is missing. How did I lose the necklace? Oh, I'm a vanguard now. Neato. You can now carry up to 20 arrows at a time. Awesome. Wait, I think I just went in a circle, did I? I guess I exited by going this way. That's called just like a... Oh, I know where this is. Are you kidding me? I guess the money's gone. Hey, I should have been going in there first. How dare you? I went through all that work. Gotcha. I wonder what is over there. So let's just stop the video and we'll find out in the next part. See you, everyone. Thanks for watching.